Hi, and welcome to Control Room Studios. I'm Charles Young, and today we're bringing you a video about the Audio-Technica ATH-M50xSTS. The question is, why should you buy this headset here? Well, if you are one of those persons that are looking to start a YouTube channel in 2024 or a podcast or, just have a podcast or you have a YouTube channel and you want to level up your audio, this might be the way to go. Let's get right into it. So, first things first, as you can see here, we have the box and it is a hefty little box, right? Audio-Technica ATH-M50xSTS. I will say that is a lot of name. You guys might want to reconsider the naming convention because, we're just going to call them the M50s for right now. As you can see on the box, you get a 6.3 millimeter head jack and an XLR plug. And this is a cardioid condenser microphone, which is one of the main reasons that you want to buy this headset is because it is a cardioid condenser microphone. What comes in the box? So in the box, it's a very simple setup. You get everything that you see right here on the table. You're going to get your two earmuffs that are going to be used to replace the earmuffs that come on the actual headset from the box. And this is a wired set, as you can see. And like we said earlier, it is a 6.3 head jack and an XLR port. So there's really nothing special to the setup besides what you see here on the table. The one thing that I will say is with this headset, since it is an XLR port, you do need an actual audio interface. And today we'll be running the Scarlett 6i6, and sometimes we run the Zoom H6. So if you don't have an audio interface, you will need one to run this headset. But with that being said, the headset, I believe personally, spoiler alert, is going to be worth every penny. The reason being is because of this microphone. This microphone is a cardioid condenser microphone, which means that it is going to do more work to fight off echoes and reverb inside your environment. Case in point, the environment we're in right now is not a sound-treated room. So we don't have sound panels all over the place. We just have carpet, a television, and a few pictures on the wall and a couch in the background. But you will notice that we are running a boom mic right now, which is our Behringer B5, and it's doing a pretty good job. But this microphone itself is going to work even harder to get you that audio quality that you want. So let's talk about what this mic actually does. So when we are using this microphone, the first thing you're going to notice is, since it does have a 6.3 head jack, you're going to use this head jack to listen to audio that's coming into this microphone through your audio interface, and you're going to be able to hear yourself. So as you're wearing this headset, you're going to be able to hear yourself talk as you are recording whatever video that you're recording, which means that you will not have to worry about during the video, am I peaking, am I too soft, or are there noises in the background that I'm not picking up? Like right now, I have a very rickety chair, and you can probably hear that rickety chair moving around if you listen hard enough. But the idea with this is you can hear all of those noises. So if you get like a squeaky noise in the background, or if you have kids running around in the background, or the dogs are barking across the street, you can hear that immediately, and you can say to yourself, we're going to cut and we're going to restart that segment of the video and go from there. That is one of the main pieces of advantage. That is one of the main advantages that comes with this headset, is being able to hear yourself as you speak. Also, you're going to notice there's going to be a lot less echo when using this headset. Why is that important? It's because when you turn the gain up on your audio interface, the audio interface is going to allow this microphone to be more sensitive. My B5 Behringer is going to pick up voices bouncing off the wall, as you can probably hear now. If you turn your volume up high enough, you'll probably be able to hear echo coming from the walls next to me. Meanwhile, this cardioid condenser microphone from the M50 is going to cancel out a lot of those extra echoey noises or reverb noises that you don't want to hear when you're making a video or you're doing your podcast. So that is going to be one of the big selling points for this headset. Another big thing is if you're doing something like Zoom call and you want to mute yourself very quickly, this has a mute position, which I find very handy because if at any point in time this is my only headset that I'm using inside of my studio or inside of my office, I can use this for literally anything except for gaming, because you're not going to get that stereo surround sound or that Dolby Atmos 5.0 that you want so you can hear people when they're running around you. You're not going to get that with these headsets. The difference between this microphone and this B5 microphone is the B5 Behringer that we're using now that you can hear the audio coming in on is a small diaphragm condenser, which means that this small diaphragm condenser has the ability for you to change the actual head that goes on there, which is going to allow you to take in more noises from around you. And considering that it's not as close to my mouth, I would have to do a little bit more work to the room to eliminate those echoing noises, as opposed to this cardioid condenser, which is directly up against my mouth, which is going to eliminate the necessity for any sound treatment. You can't hear yourself with the B5 Behringer, so let's get that out of the way. If you wanted to hear yourself with the B5 Behringer, we have a separate headset right here that we use as our line out from our Scarlett, so that we can hear any audio coming from our computer or our microphones or anything that is being run through this audio interface. We can hear it through that Turtle Beach headset. Another thing is, you'll notice here, if we were to turn up the gain on our B5, we're going to get a lot more echo because the microphone is further away from my face, which is going to allow this to pick up more echo around the room. And you'll notice now that even while I'm sitting here talking, you can hear the noises of the wall bouncing my voice back into the microphone. So it's almost like two tracks going at one time. You can even hear it if I turn my head this way and started talking directly at the wall. You'll notice that you can still hear me, but it's going to be very faint. So that's one of the things you have to think about too. If you're using a boom mic, which we're using right now, this boom mic is not going to allow you to face away from your microphone and talk and get clear audio, because you need to be talking directly at the microphone. You can tell the difference, right? Talk at the microphone. So if you had, a scenario where you went to a podcast and this was your only mic, this wouldn't work if you were if one of your talents were talking away from the microphone and one was actually talking towards the mic. You'd have to do a lot of work in post, or you'd have to get two microphones, which, for what it's worth, for our podcast, we do have two of these M50s, which speaks to how good they really are. So with that being said, if I had two talents and we had the microphones on, I don't have to worry about which way they're facing, if they're facing the mic or not, because the mic is going to follow their head wherever they go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do an audio test so that you can see the difference between the B5 Behringer or any type of boom mic, as opposed to having the M50 that's going to sit directly in front of your face. So let's take this off. And right now we are testing the B5 Behringer as we are doing our video facing the camera with the Behringer directly in front of us. This is a test of your emergency broadcast system. This is a test of your emergency broadcast system. And without even listening to this audio, I can tell you automatically that the audio is not going to be as clear when I'm facing the wall as opposed to facing the camera. And now you're going to see a very big difference when I put the headset on and actually run the headset as opposed to the boom mic. So now we have the Audio-Technica M50s and we have them running through the Scarlett 6i6 the same way we have the B5 Behringer running through the Scarlett, but we have the M50s going, and you can automatically tell the very, very big difference between the audio quality between the two microphones. The other thing that we talked about earlier is if we were to go ahead and turn our head away from where the microphone is actually at, the B5 as opposed to the M50, we're still going to get crystal clear audio no matter where we're facing in this room, and it's going to sound exactly the same because this microphone is going to stay directly glued to the face of your talent. So you don't have to worry about the audio being messed up, because now no matter where I turn my head, that audio is going to be the same. You're also going to notice that when I turn the gain up on the M50 as opposed to the B5, it's still going to do a hell of a lot better job fighting off echoes. So let's give that a quick test. Right now we're cranking the gain up to about 60, 65, 70, 75. So this is about as high as I would like my gain to go before I blow people's eardrums out. So with that being said, as you can see, you still don't get a lot of echo inside of this, sound space that we're in, which I find to be pretty amazing, because now we're back down to 50, which is about where I want to be at for the setup that we have here with the Scarlett. But you're going to notice that not only do I get less echo, I get a consistent sound, I get a clear audio profile. I can also hear myself as I talk, so I know that I'm not peaking, even though I have my audio visuals going all over the place over here. I can clearly hear that this audio is really good. The only thing you might not like is if you have a slight lisp like I do, you're going to notice that noise, which is going to be something you have to work on in post, or I don't know, maybe get you a dead cat or some type of pop filter for your microphone, because there is a built-in pop filter in here, but you might want to add another one on top of it just to eliminate that whistling noise that you get. So in conclusion, the cons of this headset are very small. They're going to be, you need an audio interface to run this headset. And if you don't like the way it looks, because it does give you a much larger profile on your head. Me personally, I don't like the look, but if you don't mind it, it'll be perfect for you. The pros are going to be, just like I said, if you don't mind the looks, you're going to get consistent, clear audio profiles. You're going to get that very professional sound that you get from radio talk show hosts, sport broadcasters, anything that's going to be better than you talking directly into your camera. This headset is going to allow you to also be able to run audio without having to treat your room with sound treatment as much. So with that being said, as long as you have some type of carpet and a few items already on the wall, this headset is going to do wonders for your setup. The other one is, it is ADHD friendly. So if you got that guy who can't keep their head straight and look directly into the camera where the mic is going to be picking up that voice, then this might be the headset for you. So that person can do their little, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. That's me. So with that being said, I know for a fact that this headset will be crucial for making sure that that person who's on your set that needs to be able to move around can move around freely without you having to worry about the audio being distorted or peaking or anything that might happen from a person constantly moving around the set. And then most importantly, you can hear yourself. So you don't have to worry about as much work in post. You can kind of catch a lot of your problems before you get into your post editing process, where you realize, oh snaps, I clipped audio, or this audio was so low I can't use it at all. So with that being said, the Audio-Technica M50xSTS is a must buy for those of you who are looking to start a podcast, or you're looking to start a YouTube channel, or you're just looking to level up your audio for 2024. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button, share this video with your friends. If you got any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. And once again, thanks for watching. I'm Charles Young, and this is Control Room Studios.